Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paola. Hope you guys are doing fabulous. Today's video, I wanted to do my hair. I washed it on Sunday. Today is Wednesday, and I just haven't been really good with maintaining moisture in my hair. So I thought I was gonna do mini twists, and while I do that, I thought we could chit chat a bit. So let's get it cracking. I had mentioned previously that I wanted to do a little video talking about I had a relationship late November till the beginning of January. It was the weirdest, awkwardest thing on the planet of the earth. And I actually filmed a 45-minute video discussing in great detail and great length the shit show fiasco that was. I learned a lot from the short 6 weeks that I was with him. A little bit of that. We're gonna warm it up with our fingers. I learned a lot about myself, and I feel like that when I was doing the first video, it was more about like all the things that he had done wrong. There were a couple things that I learned about myself while in those 6 weeks. First things first, I'm a people pleaser. I really don't like the feeling of disappointing people. It's okay to want people to have faith in you, and you want people to trust you, but not to the point where you feel like you have to say yes to them for every single thing. Sometimes you just gotta say no. And sometimes as a people pleaser, I notice that I don't like to rock the boat, so certain things might bother me. Instead of nipping it in the bud and like saying, hey, that was like really messed up, or I didn't like what you did there, I might just be like, well, they probably didn't have any malicious intent. It might be something that I'm overreacting, so I'm more prone to just like trying to let it go. And there are times where you should. You have to learn to pick your battles. You can't just be up in arms about every little thing, but sometimes there's a time and a place for you to, rip someone a new one. Pretty much, I was prioritizing his feelings above my own because I'm a people pleaser. And it wasn't like I was actively doing things that person was asking me to do and when I didn't want to. It was more like they would say or do certain things and it would make me uncomfortable. It would feel like they were tossing their emotional baggage onto me, and I kind of just had to take it because they were emotionally vulnerable with me. And at the time, I was like, I want to, show this person that I care. I don't want them to feel like what they're saying to me is falling on deaf ears. But just because someone's feeling a certain type of way, that doesn't mean that you as a person have to take on that emotional baggage. And it doesn't necessarily mean what they're saying is necessarily correct. There was an issue about how much time to spend with one another. Originally, when I thought I would enter a relationship, we would spend maybe a day or two a week together. It's kind of what I was looking forward to. I have work, I have friends. I'm also a very introverted person, so I need my time. I need my Paola time to like recuperate. This person was not like that. This person could spend days like back to back with me. Like it would be nothing to him. Like spending Monday through Friday with me, and then Saturday if I didn't hang out, he would vocalize how he missed me and like why don't I miss him. And again, people pleaser, instead of saying like, hey, it's not that I don't miss you or I don't care, it's just I need my time and my space. I hung out with this person on a Thursday. After work, he came over, we watched some movies at my house. I made some dinner, this, that, and the fourth, and he was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And I go, well, no, I have plans tomorrow. I want to go to the gym, and then I want to hang out with my friend. And he's like, well, I can go to the gym with you. And I'm like, I know you can, but I really just wanted some me time. Mind you, we hung out Thursday, but we also hung out Wednesday, and we hung out Monday. So there was like Monday, Tuesday gap, Wednesday, Thursday, and he wanted to hang again. I wanted to be together again Friday. So I was just like, nope, I really want to just do these things. It hurt his feelings because I didn't hang out with him on Friday. And I knew that it hurt his feelings because Saturday morning while I was doing some grocery shopping, he had FaceTimed me while I was grocery shopping. I like to go in the morning, early Saturday. And he used to do these things where he was like joking but not joking kind of a thing. And he had like a little stink face. And I said, hey, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. I just have a girlfriend who hates hanging out with me. and like he laughed, but you could tell, like, because of the conversation we had Thursday and the way he was acting and treating me Friday, I knew that he wasn't joking. So I'm like, that's not why I'm not hanging out with you. I just needed this to do this and that. He's like, yeah, but you know, we didn't hang out Friday and you're not even like pressed to see me today. And it's like, I wasn't, but I felt like I was in a relationship with somebody and I wanted to care about their emotional well-being, and I wanted to be somebody who cared and showed affection and all these things. And it's not that I'm not going to be with the right person, it's just also I need to worry about what I want. It can't just simply be about what the other person feels and cares about. Early on, I felt very like burdened, because it felt like this person was always vocalizing how I was hurting them by simply wanting to be by myself, like having my own space. It wasn't like I was hanging out with somebody else. It wasn't like I'm ditching you to go hang out with a best friend. I literally was, you know, spending time with myself. It's not that I learned this, but I already knew, but it just kind of amplified this, was the fact that I do not like confrontations. I hate it. Confrontation gives me anxiety. I don't like fighting. I don't like arguing. It takes a lot out of me to get riled up and like yell. I don't know why. I get a little tickle in my throat. I get the little and it's kind of funny. In a tense environment, I shut down and I need, like, again, I need my space. So this person, I think, noticed that rather quickly and like would say things, and knew that I, as a people pleaser, was not gonna like try to hurt his feelings. But also B, because I did not like confrontation, I was not gonna fight him. Like, there was just certain things that I was just not gonna argue about. And like, he would do things and I would, you know, be like upset about it, but I wasn't gonna like yell at him. He would, like, again, making jokes, like make fun of the way that I showed my discomfort, and he kept making jokes like, oh, I can't wait to see how crazy you're gonna get. He kept telling people around me, like, watch, she's gonna be the jealous type, she's gonna be the jealous type. And it's like, really, no, like, you do things that are like very inappropriate and like it doesn't make any sense. So don't tell me that I'm jealous. It's just you literally are doing things that people who are in relationships shouldn't do. I feel like he wanted me to show jealousy, and I don't know if it's because he's accustomed to having relationships with women who were very vocal with their jealousy. But I'm just not about it. So like one time we were out in New York. We were out, I forget where we were. I think we were in Washington Heights. We were getting what's called cachapas, which are Venezuelan, and we were leaving. So I walked first because he was holding the door, and then a lady walks in between and she goes, "Thank you, mi amor." You know, just like being very nice. I don't think it was anything disrespectful, or like I said, it wasn't like she was trying to like push up on him. And he like went right behind me, like as we were walking away. I can't believe she said that. She said that to me in front of you. And I was like, what? She said, "Thank you." Yeah, but she said, "Oh, thank you, mi amor," and this, that, and the fourth. I'm like, yo, she said thank you, mi amor. She didn't say like whip it out. It was like literally just being nice. But that was something that he did. He definitely wanted me to get jealous. And I feel like that in itself made me uncomfortable. So he thought I was being jealous, but really I'm just like, why are you actively looking for this? Like, this is very odd. It was one of those things where he kept like saying, we need to talk about things. You need to let it out. You need to let it out. And it's like, I definitely need to vocalize my opinion and everything. I agree, but you telling me constantly that I need to let it out by you provoking certain situations is not how you're gonna get it out of me. What else did I learn? I learned not to be as naive. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that feels like I should trust everybody until they give me a reason not to trust them. Some people feel like trust is earned. I feel like trust is a privilege, and until you show me a reason not to trust you, I'm not gonna revoke that. He kept saying things, and after a while I'm like, yo, he's out here really lying about certain things. I noticed that he would make things up, or he would exaggerate things. One thing he lied about blatantly was how much he was making. I never in a million years asked this man, but he was out here bragging about how much he was making. He had a nice car, And I think he thought the nice car would have fooled me into believing that the number he gave me was true. And it's like, no, you don't have to be making lots of money. You just need a down payment and good credit. That's how most people get their cars. So no. He would just lie to make himself look better, to like impress me. And like I would sit down thinking like, you don't need to do all of this. I didn't date you because I thought you were, these things that you're lying about. I thought you were a good person. You were funny. I liked our conversation and I wanted to get to know you. And he was fascinated with the idea of being like the man of his house and like being the man of his family and all this other stuff. And I get it, when you're first dating someone, you want to impress them, but like not at the expense of like the truth. I'm not gonna get into great detail. So pretty much I learned that I need to vocalize and care about my feelings first. I can't please everybody, and pleasing people should not be more important than pleasing myself and making sure that I'm happy. Also, confrontation is normal, it's healthy, sometimes it needs to happen, sometimes you need to call people out on their stuff, because if not, they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing, and they're gonna think that you're allowing them to do it, and you can't get upset if they do it again because you didn't let them have it the first time. Not only did I learn that about myself, but I also learned what kind of partner I would like, because this person wasn't all bad. I mean, what he was doing later on, what he was doing was messed up. Long story short, he was lying and he was gaslighting me about several situations, and it was just too much. But besides that, he had good qualities, and those good qualities were the reasons why I decided to enter a relationship with him and stick around for 6 weeks. So my love language is acts of service. I like somebody who's gonna help me do things. If we hang out, I want to be doing something. I just don't want to be sitting there and talking all day, or just simply be in our presence. I want to do something. So when people do things for me, like helping me, with projects and things like that, it really does, it means a lot to me. So that's something he definitely did. I remember one time, I was like in my car, and I was like, oh, I haven't washed my car in like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's getting really ugly, but I don't have time to do it. And then he goes, well, I'll just take it while you go do this. I'll do that. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. My mom had some car issues, and he was helping my mom with her car. Felt like I had a partner in those situations. Like I had someone to count on, and I enjoyed that feeling. And I feel like because of that feeling, I stuck around, even when it got a little bit weird. And like, obviously he was not telling the truth about certain things. I do like gifts, but it's not like my main love language. But that's what I like, acts of service. Someone who I can count on, and that's what I'm gonna hope for in a partner. Whenever God sends him to me, I hope he's somebody who takes the initiative, who wants to help people, who doesn't just see people struggle and like just sits there and waits for people to say something to him. It's somebody who just like sees something and it doesn't, he sees something and he has to do something about it. I want somebody who respects other people. I want somebody who's kind, and especially towards their family. Like I was saying, this guy had talked about how there was issues between him and his mom. And I remember one time he was calling his mom, and his mom didn't pick up on the first or the second call. And his mom calls him back, and he's like, I don't even know why you have a phone. You never pick it up. Like, what the heck? This just very like unnecessarily unkind. I didn't like it. And I remember he got off the phone. I'm like, why do you talk to your mom like that? He's like, sometimes you have to be the adult in a certain relationship and this and the fourth. I'm like, being an adult is not being unkind to people. I'm like, you're talking to your mom and it was like really rude. So that's something I definitely disliked about him. I want somebody who's a good person wholeheartedly. And it's not that my future husband has to be perfect. It's just that he's gonna be somebody who like tries and is self-aware, who like notices the power of his words and his actions, and like cares about other people. Like acts of services in the way that I receive love, but I think I'm a verbal affirmation kind of gal. I think I show my love by saying like, hey, you're awesome, I see you doing this, you look so wonderful, oh my god, you're killing it. Like, I feel like I'm like a cheerleader for some of my friends, and I like cheering them on. I want someone to show me love through acts of services, but but is okay with receiving love through verbal affirmation. As somebody who's asking for things, I have to know that I have to give to receive. But there are things that I feel like I like about myself, and I do definitely see that I bring a lot to the table. I think first and foremost, I like to think I'm a kind person. I love dreams. I love people who have visions of like growing and being successful. Whoever my future husband is, will get somebody who will, help him plant the seeds, water his gardens so that he can, get to his dreams. I'm somebody who wants to see people succeed, but I'm somebody who works hard and who is creative and has ideas and has passion. I like life, and I like loving and happiness. I love laughing, and I like making other people laugh. I just like genuinely feeling happy. And it's not that every moment of my life has to be pure happiness, but for the most part, I want to live a life that if, when I pass away, people would say, she lived a happy life. And I think that's what most people would want. That's what I feel like I bring to the table. I bring good energy, positive outlook, somebody who has drive and motivation, somebody who likes to foster and grow dreams. I'm a great sounding board, I like to think. I'm not gonna go ever into detail just because honestly, it's over, it's done. I'm over it. I don't wanna like rehash it and relive it. It was just somebody who just wasn't meant to be in my life permanently. And I'm just glad I ended it sooner than later. I'm like not in a super rush to find anybody because I don't wanna be in this rush to find somebody and keep bumping into people who aren't meant to be in my life. I do think people can be in your life for a season, for a reason. I do want love, and I do want somebody to have a committed relationship with so that we can grow and, become a unit. I want to be married with kids. These are all things that I want, but I also am not going to be active, not that I'm not actively looking, but I'm not going to be so like hung up about it that I'm going to just don't want to have people like in and out of my life. The people that I'm friends with are people that I've been friends with since high school, and it's a very small group. I have two friends in specific, and I'll talk about one of them, Esther. You guys have seen her in a couple of my videos. She is kind of like in the same kind of realm that I am as a content creator, and she motivates me. She's constantly on her grind, and I'm like, okay, I need to like be on her wavelength. She's somebody that harvests and harbors great energy and motivation and work ethic, and then it's like, yo, I want some of that. I want to be a little bit like her, and it's nice to have that in a friend who you're like, yo, you're a dope person. I see great things happening for you, but I see why those great things are going to happen to you, because you make things happen for you. My friend Margaret, she is a great sounding board. I feel like she is my twin flame, my soulmate. I don't mean this to be like, I'm never gonna find love in a man or whatever, but as my friend, there's been times where we'll be talking about things and you would think that we had discussed it previously, and it's the first time we're discussing it. And sometimes you think about the same thing at the same time. There's like times in the WhatsApp group when we literally are about to message the same exact thing, or we did, and like within seconds of each other, we both do it. Each person serves you a purpose. So my sister Josie, she's another person. She is very spicy. She's a Scorpio, so she got that Scorpio energy. What I like about her, she says what she says and she means what she says, and she's fearless about it. That's something that I wish I could emulate. I feel like I'm always in my head. I want to be fearless like my sister. I want to be somebody who has amazing work ethic and motivation like my friend Esther. And I love how my friend Margaret, she's like a safe spot. She's like a safe haven for me, and I hope to be all those things for my partner. I want to be fearless for my partner. I want to be motivated and full of work ethic so I can inspire him to do better. I want to be a safe haven for that person. So there's certain things from all of my friends that I look at that I'm like, I admire that. I would like to be like that, and if I already have that characteristic, I would like to continue to work on that. And I feel like that's how you should be with most friends and family members. You should always see something in that person that you admire. I want to be the best person that I am, and I feel like that's what most people should be working on, being the best person you can be. Because if you are the best person that you can be, then you'll find the best person for you. So if you're somebody who has lots of baggage and emotional trauma that has not been worked through, you're gonna attract other people with said, emotional baggage and emotional trauma. I think I'm gonna split it like this, yeah. Alrighty guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy this type of content where it's just more me chatting while I do kind of beauty stuff. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. If you have an idea of what you want me to discuss next time for Girl Chat, please leave them down below. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. It is a tough time, so I know lots of people have millions of things that they're preoccupied about, so I do appreciate whenever you take the time and show me some love, give me some thumbs up, and watch my videos and share it. I do appreciate it so much. Hopefully this will all be over soon, and then we'll be able to enjoy the spring and the summer. Alrighty guys, have a great day. God bless you, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.